Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events. And how have I only had about 1.2 inches, and the airport has had more than 2 inches? But anyway, it's raining like crazy out there, thunder and lightning, and even some severe weather. And I'm going to talk about this potential for more severe weather later today and exactly when and where the highest threat should be located. And then again for Saturday, what we're expecting. First of all, I want to start off with what the setup looks like right now. There's a boundary which is really hung up, not moving all that much. I know this is very difficult to see, but this is not moving very much. It's draped across southern Arkansas. So on the north side of the front, the threat is mainly very heavy rainfall and hail. On the south side of it, you have not only a heavy rain and hail threat, but you're going to have a wind and maybe even a tornado threat. And that's going to be along and south of that boundary, wherever that ends up for today. And a lot of times in these situations, the rain that's falling can prevent that from really pushing up towards the north. So we'll see how far north this gets, this boundary, in that really humid and unstable air where it's already almost 80 degrees in Texarkana. So there's quite a difference where it's about 80 in Texarkana, and I'm recording this shortly afternoon, and then 62 here in Little Rock. There is unstable air, and it is located across southern Arkansas. Now let's talk about the threat levels here. First of all, we'll start off with this. All right, there's a slight risk for severe weather. This is from the Storm Prediction Center, and then an enhanced area across southwest Arkansas. Again, remember, that frontal boundary is going to be hung up right in here, along and south of that boundary. Later on this afternoon and evening is where we're expecting the worst of this. Severe wind. Now remember, for a thunderstorm to be classified as severe, 58 miles per hour or greater. And there's a low to medium threat. Again, where that boundary ends up and southward, you really start to see a wind threat. And so we see that low to and especially medium across southern Arkansas. The hail threat. Well, a medium to even high threat for severe hail. Now, what is severe hail? 1 inch in diameter or greater. So you can see this area being targeted, southwest Arkansas. Now, let me see here. The tornado threat is low across the metro. It's not non-zero. I mean, it's there. It's low. And then maybe a medium threat. And what I'm saying by medium threat is that there's a 10% chance within 25 miles of a given point. And in the tornado world, that's a little bit more, significant. So I'm not saying there's going to be an outbreak of tornadoes, but there will be a little bit better chance, an enhanced threat for severe weather, and that could include tornadoes in this portion of the state. Now, let's show you the high resolution radar, what it's going to look like this afternoon. Hope I got everything. Again, the thing is, let me just show you the radar. Let me see if I can pull up radar here. Again, I'm recording this at 12:25. You see this one area of heavy rainfall. You have flash flood warnings in effect. Getting a little bit of a break, but look at this. Here comes another wave coming up from southwest Arkansas. Let me put this into motion. And again, that boundary, it's training right along that boundary. So you're getting waves and waves of heavy rainfall. Notice here in southern Arkansas, it's, and I got the Little Rock radar turned on, not as much precipitation, which is giving this area of the state more of an opportunity to destabilize where it doesn't rain. So again, we're going to highlight southwestern Arkansas here for that enhanced area for severe weather. Now, let's go to the high resolution radar this afternoon. That's at 1 o'clock, and it's doing a good job. Again, this is 30 minutes from now, picking up on these waves of rainfall along the boundary. Not perfect, but notice how there's not much going on across southwest Arkansas. If we had rain down there, that would help keep things a little bit more stable, but instead it's rain-free, not good. And then this is this afternoon at about 4 o'clock, and we still see waves of rain and thunderstorms moving through central sections of the state with that boundary located right in here. And look at all this, what we call convection, which is thunderstorm activity, developing in Oklahoma and in Texas, starting to move off towards the east. So that this is by 7 p.m., you still see some of it here, but I would particularly watch this area of the state right in here for any severe weather. This could be severe too. But this really, that enhanced area is where we're going to be watching. And then watch what happens during the overnight. The severe threat will continue for a while, and then it should start to decrease. Now, this is by 1 o'clock in the morning. Whoops, let's go back. This is by 1 o'clock in the morning. You have rain and thunderstorms. You have a line here. This could be strong to severe too. But the overall severe threat may start to come down a little bit by then. So now let's head on over to tomorrow's threat. First of all, this is the overnight hours. You see, this is simulated radar from what we call the NAM. And this is, let's see, I got to do the math here. This is at 4 a.m. This is at 7 a.m. Saturday daybreak. Tomorrow I'll be tracking this stuff, all this stuff. Then we get a break. And this is by 10 a.m. in the morning. Notice how tomorrow, this is at 1 o'clock, there are some showers and thunderstorms, but the coverage is nowhere near as great as it is today, with the front moving through the state and some instability. By tomorrow afternoon, in this section of the state, right through here, the southeastern half of the state, they will be spotty. So it's not going to be a washout Saturday, but you got to pay attention to the weather. It's going to be spotty, but there will be the chance, a slight chance, for at least some severe weather. Not as widespread as what we're seeing today, but let's just watch that portion of the state, and then it should. This is at 7, and then this is at 1 o'clock. Things still continue, but seem to be winding down by Saturday night and into Sunday morning. So again, while we'll watch the southern half of the state for more severe weather, flooding too, let's really keep an eye on southwestern Arkansas late this afternoon and into the evening hours. Thanks for coming to the Arkansas Weather Blog. We are your ticket to big weather events.